Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm joined by a really good friend of mine, one of my favorite people in the world, all the way from London, England. My friend Rachel Harrington. How are you doing, Rachel?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing really good. How's the family doing? How's Axel?
Good. He's good. He was ill last week, but he's a lot better now, so he's good.
Nice. How's is life kind of getting back to normal over there with all the coronavirus stuff and all that?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time now it's quite easy to forget about it, but then other times it's like still put on you quite a lot. But it is like everything is open now. We can do most things again, but it's like wearing masks and all that stuff, which is a bit annoying. So.
Yes, yeah, we're not there yet, man. It's still just kind of like, are we going to close down again? Are we going to not close down again? It just seems like every week it's something new. And like right now, like the big thing for us is the kids going back to school.
Yes,
like,
see, because yours go back like around now, right?
Yeah, we have, so some states and some cities have already had their kids going back.
Okay.
And like apparently like some of the schools are already closing down. Like they weren't even in school for a week.
Oh,
Closed
no.
everything back down again.
No, see, ours go back in a couple of weeks, so like beginning of September. And it is a bit like, at first, Boris was just like, they're all going back. They're going back as normal. Like, no more kids can be staying, like, home. Like, they all have to go back. But now certain schools are like, they're kind of just doing what, I think the schools are pretty much doing what they want to do, like how they feel like it should be done and stuff. And I think a lot of the like high schools are looking at making the kids wear masks and stuff. So it's all a bit crazy.
Yeah, like for us, it's like every single state is different, and like every single like school district within that state. And some states will have like hundreds of school districts, and they're all doing different stuff.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Yeah, like we don't have any sort of like central leadership plan or anything like that.
Even here, like they've been locking down like certain cities. So like certain cities like up north, they've been like locking those down completely again, because it's like got worse up there. It's not really that bad in London and stuff now. So
and the school's going good, the club?
Yes, it's good. It's nice to see everybody again. Like everyone's pretty much back now, so it is nice. Like the kid, like trying to get the kids to social distance is like something else.
Impossible.
Like, you just can't, like, they don't, like, I don't know. And I don't want them to like be scared about it. So it's like, how do you encourage them to kind of still have a good time and try not to worry about the virus that isn't going to really affect them?
Yeah.
But then also I'm like, okay, we have to follow like certain rules for a while. So like no high fives, no like try not to touch each other, and like
and good luck getting a 6-year-old kid to follow those kind of rules.
Oh my lord, it is. Yeah, they just come up to you and like hug you and stuff straight away. I'm like, great, hi.
It's like, stay back, quarantine kid. Yeah, it's impossible to do.
It is. But and that they'll be good. Like in our class, like we'll sort of set it out so that they have to kind of be apart from each other, and then as soon as you kind of like finish the class and they go outside, they're all just like stuck together, and I'm like,
as soon as class is over,
guys, space yourselves out.
Yep. That's how our guys are over here.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, we
the parents are just as bad as well though, so what are you gonna do? The parents are all like standing right next to each other, talking to each other and everything. So
yeah, well, fingers crossed that it all gets resolved sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I feel like you guys, one, I mean, just like you guys are a small island nation. I feel like you guys are going to get over this, rather than like, the big continents.
Like you.
like us, we're going to be dealing with this forever, I feel like.
Oh, I don't even know if I can. I'm just over it. I just don't want to hear about it anymore.
Oh, yeah. So one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on is you are like the Disney queen, right? Like the #1 Disney fan that I know.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I want to talk about is some information that came out about the new Mulan movie. So you saw the Mulan trailers, right?
Yeah, I was so gutted when that didn't come out.
Oh yeah, and it actually looks good.
It does. Do you know what? I don't like that it's not going to have songs, because like some of the songs in Mulan are like my favorite Disney songs. So I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I like that it's not really going to have music. And I also think like Mushu's not in
Yeah,
it,
there's no
right?
Mushu.
Yeah, see, I don't know how I feel about that either. So I said to myself before it was like coming out, I was like, okay, I'm going to go into this with a very open mind and kind of just not to compare it to the original, just try and be like, okay, this is a totally new film. But we'll see.
You know, it feels like they're going after like a brand new market. One, it's PG-13, which I don't think any of the
I don't know what it is.
I don't think any of the Disney animated movies have ever been PG-13.
So what does PG-13 actually mean for you? Because we don't have that.
So typically the movie's going to be more violent. Like they'll actually like show death. They can they can curse a little bit. There can't be like nudity or anything like that, but they can have like suggestive stuff.
So
I
is
think,
that?
Oh, sorry.
Is it like kids can go if they're supervised, or do they still have to be like a certain age? Do they have to be like 13 or something?
Yeah, so if they're 13 years old or over, they don't have to have a parent there. If they're 12 or younger, they need to have a parent there.
Okay, cool.
But it's not like there's any movie theaters that are going to be open to enforce.
Also, ours are open, but they're just showing all old films right now.
But yeah, so I saw there's no Mushu, there's none of the songs. It looks like an actual like kind of like old school Chinese kung fu movie.
It does. It looks really good.
Yeah,
it does look really good.
Yeah, that part makes me really excited because like none of the Disney live action movies have been good. I thought
I haven't really liked any of them.
Oh yeah, so but like this one now, like when I first saw like the trailer for it, I didn't know it was Mulan at first. Like, oh, okay, this must be some kind of cool Chinese movie coming out. Then I saw Mulan and like, oh, okay, this might actually be pretty good. And then just the other day, they announced that it's going to be $30 to watch on Disney Plus. So on top of the $8-9 we're already spending, I think a little bit. I think there's some packages that are like $12 or $13. You got to pay $30 to see the movie. So how do you feel about that?
So I was having this conversation with someone else that really likes Disney the other day, and I'm really like, I'm not okay with that. Because I think like, okay, I would pay something to Disney Plus to watch it. But I think that amount is excessive.
Yep.
Because I don't like over here, I think they're saying over here it's going to be like £24 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, but I can go to the cinema cheaper.
Yep.
So I don't really see how it, like, it's just, I feel like it's just an excessive amount, where if it was cheaper, firstly, more people would probably pay to watch it. And you could do it like way cheap and people might watch it multiple times. Like if I'm paying like $30 or like £24 to watch it, if I love it, I ain't watching it again.
Yeah. Heck no.
Like, because I could go and watch it in the cinema in like fancy seats, like a bigger screen than my TV at home for cheaper.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I get why they're doing it, because obviously they want it out and people do want it out and stuff. But I just think like they're charging way too much.
How much is a normal ticket to the cinema over there?
So it's really like it is different sort of everywhere, but you could go to the cinema here. In some cinemas in some areas you could go for like £5.
Oh wow. And see new movies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we have a lot of things here where like a lot of the cinemas now will do like a monthly thing. So me and Craig had it where we paid like £18 a month, and we could go to the cinema as much as we wanted.
Oh, nice.
So and like at that specific cinema, it was more expensive. It was like £12 to £14 a ticket. So you only had to go to the cinema twice a month to have made your money back, or to make it worthwhile. And they've just kind of upgraded the one that we go to. They've just like upgraded all the screens and stuff. So now they've got like recliner chairs and like all the stuff that you guys have that we didn't really have before. Because ours were just like standard seats everywhere. And yeah, but the price for our monthly ticket didn't change. It was like, it was still like £18 a month to go sit in comfy seats that lay right back, and like all the so I mean, that's why like $30 just to watch a film once is expensive.
Oh yeah, like over here I feel like the average ticket price is like, it's like $15 to $17.
Yeah.
And yeah, like paying nearly double that.
See, and that's the thing, it just doesn't, like you could have charged the price for one cinema ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know how many people in that household are going to watch it.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, oh, we're doing it as an average that 2 people in the house would watch it. Because that's not necessarily the case. Like,
oh yeah,
at least charge the price of like one ticket.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I was like, if it was $20, I feel like I could swallow $20 pretty easily, you know. It'd be just a little bit more than the ticket, but I do get like the convenience of being able to see it whenever I want to see it. You know, I don't have to deal with,
that's true,
you know, like a crowded theater or anything like that. You know, maybe I can't go and see it that day, but maybe I can start watching it at a weird time, like 11 in the morning, whatever time I normally wouldn't go to the theater. So it has like that bit of the convenience factor. But yeah, like $30 is just weird. And like when I first saw it, I thought it was like I was completely wrong, but I originally thought that it was going to be an additional $30 to your monthly charge. Like, there ain't no way I'm paying $36 or $38 for Disney Plus. Like,
no,
I will just pirate The Mandalorian. I don't need to see it that badly. Yeah. Luckily, it's just the one-time fee.
Yeah.
But I wonder. So, like, assuming this goes well, I wonder if they're going to do this for the rest of their movies.
See, this is the other thing that I don't quite understand, like how they can justify $30, because like new releases come out fairly quickly, like quicker for you guys on Disney Plus than what we get them. We get them a bit like quite late. Like we still don't have Onward on ours, and you guys have had that on yours for ages.
Yeah. But
we pay, so yours is like $8 a month, and you have everything like all the time, so I don't understand how you can justify then that you have to pay $30 to watch one film once. Like, I don't know, I think, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I feel like it's gonna be like you know, when you watch like a boxing match or you watch like a UFC fight.
That is what it's
like. You get your friends together. Like, all right, everyone chip in $5.
That is 100% what it is going to be like.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do if I want to see it.
That is a great idea, to be fair.
Yeah.
Let's like have a night, have friends around, get pizza, like, and let's all just chip in and watch it together.
But then, like with like more and more people, like I feel like there's a limit to like how many people you can have before you're like, we should have gone to the theater. like if you don't have like a giant living room or a giant house where you can entertain people, you know, that might be miserable too. Having a bunch of people crammed in there, especially if they like want to bring kids.
Oh no, no. But then I wonder if they feel like people would rather do that than go to the cinema because of COVID. Because people don't want to be around people, and maybe they think that people will pay more because they would rather watch it at home than not have to be like in a public place to watch it.
I think it's going to be really interesting. I honestly think that this especially because it's Disney, because Disney is like the number one player when it comes to the movie
Oh,
business.
yeah.
This could change like the entire like industry, with like the whole like movies and distribution and
Yeah.
things like that. Because I think normally like they sell the rights to the movie theater to play it.
Mm.
Well, what movie theater is going to play Mulan? None of them, because I think they're going to be pissed that
Yeah,
the people are paying $30 to watch it at home, so they're not getting any cut of that.
that is true.
And I think if this does like really good numbers, I
They're just
would
gonna do that,
I think
aren't
they're going
they?
to do it for everything. Because I mean, like who would skip out on watching like the next Avengers movie?
No.
No, they'll cough up $30 for that. I feel like.
Yeah. Wow, could
It,
you
it,
imagine if a Disney film is like never in a movie
that's what I
theater
think
ever
might
again?
happen. So every month they're getting you for that $8 every single month, and every time they release a cool movie, hey, give us 30 more bucks, you can watch it at home.
Oh no, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Now
You're right though, that because if they make a ton of money and like loads of people do pay to watch Mulan, then they are going to be like, well, why do we need to pay to have it in?
exactly. Why even use the middleman when
Yeah.
people will come to us, pay us monthly already, and then on
Yeah.
top of that monthly payment, give us
Wow.
X amount of
Imagine
dollars
they
to
do
watch
that.
that movie. I think if they do that, they'll definitely. I don't know if they'll stick with $30. I would hope not, but
No,
they'll
you
definitely do
can't.
something. I feel like where once you maybe buy the movie, you can watch it as many times as you want.
See, that I would be okay with. Like, it would suck if you didn't like the movie, but at least then if you do like it, you can watch it as much as you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
That's
it'd be easy. Like, it'll be easier to swallow the $30 if we do get to continuously watch it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
like-
Because I wouldn't really mind, because that's not really any different to if I brought it on like a Blu-ray
Yes, exactly.
to own it. So that then it wouldn't be that bad, because it would just be like owning it anyway.
Yeah. So like, what I was assuming was, so like let's say I use like my Xbox or my PlayStation to get a movie. I get it for like 24 hours, and it's usually like $10 or whatever. So that's what I was thinking that they're gonna do. But even $30 for 24 hours is still a lot.
That's expensive.
I mean, one like,
because how many times are you going to watch it in 24 hours?
Who does that?
I mean, if I really like it and I want to earn my money's worth, I will just put it on repeat for 24 hours.
The only person I've ever met who does that is my 3-year-old niece, who forced me to watch The Lion King 3 times in a row. It was miserable after the second time.
Yeah, see, no one would, like, they know if they do that, no one is going to watch it more than like tops twice in 24 hours.
Yeah, I do. I really think if this goes well for them, because if you think about it, so like, we'll say like a ticket at a movie theater is $15. Well, not all of that $15 goes to Disney. A big portion of it, maybe $10, $7, whatever goes to them. If they can get the full $30 out of you,
yeah, why are they going to bother?
I think they're going to go with that. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, maybe they are trialing this to see how it goes.
And so like the Black Widow movie for Marvel.
Yep.
That was supposed to be released, I think last month or whatever. I bet I think they're going to see how Mulan does.
And then
Mulan
they'll
does
do
good.
it.
I think we're going to
I think they'll definitely do it with the ones that, because there was like a ton that was supposed to be released that have been pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll at least do it with all the ones that should have been released during this period.
Yeah. See, and then you got to think. So if, let's say Disney, if it works out for Disney, well, surely these other movie companies are going to be like, well, wait a second, hold on. If Disney isn't going to the movie theaters, why are we using the movie theaters? Surely it would be cheaper to make our own streaming service. We'll get that money back pretty quickly.
My God, imagine
or maybe they tack it, or maybe they tack it onto Netflix. They tack it on to HBO or any of these streaming services, and they'll probably make more money doing it that way.
Like, this could be the end of
It could
movie
be.
theaters.
Like, I can honestly see a scenario where this is the end of movie theaters. I really do.
I really like going to the
Oh,
cinema.
I know. I like I love going to those. I mean, like, it's like the main thing to do at karate tournaments is go to the movies.
It's so true. We have a night off. What
Yeah.
are we doing tonight? Let's go see a movie.
Yeah, now it's gonna be, let's go to the room and watch Disney Plus. Anyone got $30?
Yeah. Let's cram 10 of us in a tiny hotel room and watch it.
We need to watch The Little Mermaid. Anyone got $30?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do it with Black Widow, because like, I don't know if I would consider Mulan to be like a mainstream movie.
I don't think it is really a mainstream.
But Black Widow being like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
they do it with Black Widow, I think that's going to be a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
I think that'll be them going full on committing.
Yeah.
Because I know like around here we've had, unfortunately, a couple of theaters having to close down.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, it's awful. Yeah, and like so, in like one of our biggest movie chains, like AMC, they were like, if by I think it was like September or November, if we're not able to like do like full capacity showings, we're not going to be able to stay in business. And like they operate on terrible margins anyway. That's why they charge like $18 just to look at the popcorn.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I would hate to see it go.
Yeah, it would be sad.
But a buddy of mine, he kind of argues the opposite. He loves the idea of it. He actually did have some really good points. Like he loves seeing new movies, but he just hates. He's had bad luck. He's the kind of guy, like, he'll go to the movie theater where people are on their phone, or people are talking, or people bring a baby and stuff like that. So he will pay extra money gladly to be able to watch it at home. He'll even pay for it by himself. He's a bit introverted, so he will just gladly be like, I don't want anyone around me while I watch Mulan.
Yeah,
I'll make my own goddamn popcorn.
Bad experiences then.
But yeah,
did you see that the AMC at Disney Springs, the day that it reopened, really recently, maybe like a couple of days ago, did like 15-cent movies or something?
Did it?
It was like, it's cent, right? It's cent.
Yes,
is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were doing like you only had to pay like 15 cents to go to the movies.
That's not bad. They're probably not playing the latest movies, I would assume.
I'm assuming it's just like old movies or whatever like they're doing here, but
they're gonna have to be doing something with those spaces. Do you guys have many like drive-in movie theaters where you guys are at?
They're popped up everywhere.
Oh yeah, they're kind of like making a comeback over here. I mean, there wasn't too many left, but they've been able to keep going and doing that kind of stuff.
I feel like we have like never had them before. Like I've never ever seen one really. We have like sometimes in the summer, like big outdoor spaces will do like a movie night thing, but you sit on the grass, or it's not like with like a drive-in. But this year there's loads of places that are doing them. And I think that might be something that they keep doing like every summer. Yeah. Because I think they've been really popular. Like people have like really enjoyed being able to go to one. I want to go to one actually.
Like I haven't been to one recently. I used to go to them quite a bit, probably like 10 or so years ago. They are cool, as long as you go like the right group of people and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, like, the only downside is like because it's projecting such a big image and like you're listening to the audio through your car radio, it's like not as good. But like it's like going to the theater. You're paying for the experience. Yeah, exactly. You're there with your friends. You're there with your family. You're all eating popcorn or whatever, and you're all getting to see the movie together with a bunch of other people. And I like that. I do like I like being in a theater when like everyone laughs at the same time. Everyone like, claps and cheers at the same time.
This is why you're like, when we've been to the movies in America, it is so different to here. People don't do that here. No one claps. No one laughs over there. Loud. It's always us that will be the people that laugh out loud or like make comments or just like are just like kind of loud during. And then when we come to see a movie over there, I'm just like in my element. I'm like, yes, other people are being loud with me and enjoying the movie. You make one little noise over here, like if you laugh too loud, someone behind you is like, shh.
Oh yes,
Like, oh.
I hate that. And like, that's my thing. I can't help but make like little jokes or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just can't not do it.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I laugh loud if it's funny.
So, so speaking of Disney stuff, do you have any Disney trips? I know like you go to Disney every year, right? At least some form of.
Yeah, every other year normally.
Every other year.
Disney World.
Do you guys have one coming up for this year, or did you have one?
Well, we were supposed to be there right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So that obviously got cancelled because we're not flying there. So we've rescheduled this one for May.
May of next year.
And then we're also supposed to be there in December. So I think the way that things are now, I don't know if we'll be going. I hope and feel positive about the fact that we would be flying there by then. Mm-hmm. Other people completely disagree, but I feel like, you know, we have to start flying there at some point.
Yeah. Oh, so you're talking more along the lines of like the travel ban, right?
Yeah. So like
the parks are open, right?
The parks are open.
Okay.
But our majority of airlines here have cancelled flights up until sort of like mid-October right now. So I'd be hopeful that they would be flying there by like mid-December, but it's like our first kind of family trip with all of my family, and my parents haven't been before, my brother and the kids haven't been before.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
So it's something like, it's kind of like a once in a lifetime trip for all of us to go together. So I think we're probably going to reschedule for next December because it's just not the same right now. Like personally, if it was just us going, I would still go. If we can fly there, I would still go. Mm-hmm. Because I'd quite like to experience how it is right now, because it's so different. But like for them, it's not worth like, because my parents have paid for all of us to go as well, so it's not really like worth the money and their kind of experience of it. Yeah,
you want to get the full experience for the money.
Yeah, because like you don't know if they're going to be doing parades and fireworks and stuff. The people said that the character meets the way that they are now is still good, but like I think with that you don't really know if that will ever go back to how it was. I don't really know if it will, but it's mainly like there's no like mask exemptions there. So my dad's got COPD, so he can't wear a mask, and he wouldn't be able to wear one all day at a park. So he's just like, we can't go if they're still having to wear masks all the time.
Can you get the virus if you're like on a roller coaster going like 40 miles per hour?
Well,
is it that good of a virus where it can like catch up to us?
Well, yeah, I don't know, but you know, so I think that one will probably be rescheduling that till next December as well, which is sad because we were supposed to go twice this year and we're not going to get to go this year, I don't think.
Fingers crossed, man. Like the travel resumes, all that kind of stuff. Because like I haven't got to do any trips.
No, you were supposed to come here.
I was. I haven't left Kentucky or Ohio all year. I've been stuck, and I'm normally not like that. I like once a month or at least every 2 months, I'm usually gone somewhere.
Yep. It's so hot, like it's awful, and I keep forgetting that. I'm like, oh my god, we haven't been away this year, and because I forget, like we was in Australia in February.
Yeah.
But that feels so long ago that I can't even, like, I've completely forgotten that was this year.
Yeah.
Because of how the world has been since that point.
Yes. Everything pre-lockdown feels like a year or two ago.
It really does.
And like it said that we are over halfway through the year. Like there's only,
I
what,
know.
4 months left?
And what have we done?
Nothing. God, nothing.
This was supposed to be like my favorite year ever.
Yeah.
We were going to Disney World twice. We had a baby. We had all these plans. We went to Australia. I was like, 2020 is the year. That is like going to be the best year so far. And it has literally, like, if I hadn't have had a child, this would have been the worst year of my life.
Oh no, like in like, you know, New Year's Eve, I swear to God, if I see one person say 2021 is going to be my year, I'm like, don't jinx that shit.
No,
Delete that right now. Don't take any of it for granted.
I know. Oh my God.
Oh, like, yeah, it just like it's going by, I guess, quickly, but it feels like it's dragging on too at the same time.
No, I feel the same. I really felt like it was gonna drag, and it hasn't. I can't believe it's nearly September. But at the same time, I'm just like, get me the hell out of 2020 because I'm done with it.
You know, and it all started out with, let's just shut down for like 2 weeks. We'll just all stay home for.
No, wait, can we just like, because we were at the Irish Open and we were like, it's not a big deal. Like, look at those people over there wearing masks. What are they wearing masks for? Like, why is there hand sanitizer everywhere? And we were just like, this is just like a cold. What's wrong with everybody? And then like 2 weeks later, the whole world was locked down.
No, like, and like I didn't go to the Irish Open because I was like, oh, well, I'm going to go and see those guys like a month later.
Yep.
I regret not going to the Irish
Yep.
Open. Like I will go next year. I don't even care if I don't compete. I may not even compete. I'll just go just to hang out. I'm pretty sure I can still make it to the after party, even if I don't compete.
Yes. We'll have our own party.
Yes.
Oh.
Watching Mulan in the room.
Honestly, though, like, I can't believe that was this year. And I can't believe how, we were just so like, oh, what's going on? Oh, look at those weirdos, like, being over the top about it.
Yeah. Look at those Italians afraid of getting sick.
Well, there was like 300 Italian competitors that were like banned from coming, and we were still just like, well, that's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Oh, guys.
Oh no, it is crazy. So we have the Battle of Atlanta coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, are they still doing that?
They're still doing it. It's still on.
Are they allowed?
So far, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I got a girl going to it, and like, so on the rules, and like all over the rules, they they talk about the social distancing, and like they emphasize social distancing so much. They even say you are not allowed to high five, shake hands, fist bump, or elbow touch any of the competitors, staff, or judges. But they're still going to have sparring divisions.
But you can fight each other.
Yeah. So we can't do this. We can't hold out our fists and touch gloves. But we can punch each other in the face and get right in our face and breathe on each other.
That makes no sense.
No sense.
It
is the dumbest thing ever.
Oh gosh, that is gonna be.
Oh yeah, like, and you don't have to wear a mask while you're competing. I wouldn't want to fight wearing a mask anyway. That would be miserable.
Oh God, no.
But it just makes no sense.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, and the U.S. Open is going to be in December.
Yeah, I saw that because we would have been there. It would have been the same time that we go.
Yeah.
Not that I necessarily would have taken time out of my strict itinerary to add to
go watch some karate.
Yeah, but it would have been cool, because at least some of you, you guys, would have been there and.
I would have gone. I would go just to hang out with you guys for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But so, do they have for Atlanta? Do they have capacities? Do they have to have? Are they only allowed to have a certain amount of people in the room and stuff, or?
It's a high number.
Oh wow!
It's a pretty high number. So I was talking with somebody, and I think this is all going to depend on how the school situation goes in Atlanta. If it goes
Okay.
really badly, like they start closing the schools down, they might close the whole city down. And so my girl who's going, she's like fingers crossed, hoping, because like it's like a race against time, whether or not they're gonna close it down or not.
Wow. I'll be interested to watch though, like videos and stuff of it to try and see what it's like.
I'll be like I think the turnout's gonna be low. I think it's gonna be really
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people out there are pretty scared, right?
Oh yeah. There's quite a few people who are very vocal about not competing, not getting with groups of people. I can't see them putting that aside to go to a tournament to compete. Like there's been a big crew, like granted they're all like from Atlanta or around that area, who like they're all gearing up, and like I was watching some Facebook Live of those guys training today.
Okay.
So like I think they'll have fighters. I'm gonna be interested to see how many of those fighters are not from Georgia.
Yeah, I think a lot of them will be.
Yeah, they're all gonna be from either like Georgia or South or North Carolina or Florida, just like that small little area. Like I can't imagine any of like people from out west, making the trip, or people from up north making the trip. I think it's gonna be a small tournament.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, are you guys allowed to spar yet?
No.
No, we're not either.
Technically, no. Yeah.
Technically, no.
Technically, no. Now, whether or not
we can't. And Scotland have been told that from the 15th of September, 12 and unders can literally like resume sport as normal because they don't need to social distance. They can make contact. They can do what they want. And then I think it's from the end of September, adults are allowed to like make contact, like spar again and stuff. Oh, we've been told nothing. England, good old Boris, nothing.
What is the difference between mid-September and the end of September?
I have no idea.
What will happen in that 2 weeks where adults seemingly now become immune to everything and can't get sick anymore?
Who knows? But I mean, at least like they have a date. I thought we would be sparring by September, and
that's what I was hoping for. But yeah, like we're still not supposed to be.
It's just miserable. And you know what's annoying me more is I bet like people are are definitely secretly sparring here, and that bothers me because it's just not fair.
Yeah. We have people who are in places that can't spar, and they're putting on Facebook Live. They don't care.
They're
not even secretly doing it. Yeah,
no.
They're getting people crossing state lines to come there and spar with those guys.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, yeah. So no one cares about that kind of stuff.
I don't know.
Only the rules followers right now.
I don't know. I just want to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And most honestly, most people I know do. Like most of the people that we know would just like to resume normal life now.
Oh yeah, 100%. But if you advocate too hardly for that, you get called a monster.
Oh, I know.
And you don't care about old people.
Look, the problem here is that it's just a lot of it just doesn't make sense, and that's the problem that people have. I'm a very I look at things from a very logical perspective.
Yes, not emotionally.
No, I don't look at things emotionally really ever. I'm always very oh, okay, well, that makes sense like that or whatever. And this, none of it does.
None
of this has been dealt with in a logical way. And that is what bothers me so much. Because it's all oh, well, we'll make this okay because it benefits certain people. But, people that want to put pads on and hit each other, that's not okay.
Yeah, no.
It's not, you can't have one rule for certain things and then other things are just forgotten about. That's what our like sport here is always forgotten about, except for the like professional sports. So, you know, like pro football and stuff where they're tackling each other all the time, that's all fine because, you know, how much money does football bring in? So it's fine.
Exactly.
But everyone else that does a sport that's not like massively commercial and recognized by everybody is just like brushed under the rug.
Like, one of the most like interesting and infuriating things about this is like the healthier that you are, the more likely it is that you would survive and beat the virus.
Yep. Yes.
And the things that will make you healthier, the things that will literally give you a better chance of surviving are the things that got banned.
Yeah.
But all the things that will make your life worse, will make you more unhealthy, will make it so that you are more likely to die from the virus, completely open.
Yep. Well, this is what me and Craig have been saying for months now. Like, the first things to open here was like McDonald's, KFC, like all fast food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you're openly saying that obesity is a problem and that is like people that are obese are dying from the virus.
Yeah, and they're constantly eating at McDonald's.
Oh, cool. So, yeah. And the queues to get in them when they opened, and people were queuing like 3 hours to get a burger.
God. It's around the block.
You? That is like, like, I feel like you have a bit of a problem if you're going to queue 3 hours to get a McDonald's.
That's an issue. Yeah,
that is an issue. But, you know, gyms, God forbid we go to the gym. Oh my gosh.
God forbid you train outside, you know. God forbid you do anything.
It's just, I don't know, like, it's just got to the point here where I'm just like, it just doesn't make sense. And we're never ever like, I feel like there's good news now, but they don't look at anything like it's good news. So cases are going up. Well, yeah, because you're testing way more people.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's logical that cases are going to go up if you test more people, right? So that's just like a standard thing. However, hardly anybody is dying. So if the cases are really high, but like there's only 5 people dying, is that not something that we should kind of be like positive about and kind of celebrating?
You would think, like,
because does that not mean that the virus is a hell of a lot weaker now than it was before?
100%. I'm 1000%.
I can't deal with people that are literally like, oh my God, their cases have gone up. I'm like, yes, but before you couldn't get tested. Everyone can get tested now.
And a lot more people were dying.
Exactly. I don't know. So I'm
Oh no, it has been interesting seeing what people say and think about this. It definitely
you can't
reveals
people. You can't just look at the main headline. Read the articles before you come at me with like how my opinion is wrong. Because like we had on our news, it said it said like a certain amount of people had died that day, and then in the small print at the bottom on the TV it was literally like saying that, oh, they may not have been COVID deaths. I'm sorry, so why are you acting like it is then? Well, either they died of the virus or they didn't. So why are we acting like we don't know if they did or not, but we're going to put this number out there because it still scares people? And I was like, this is getting a bit like the Hunger Games. I'm sorry, before this virus, we did not announce on TV every day how many people died that day. This is not the Hunger Games. Like, that was never a thing. So how come now, like, that's a thing, but you're also going to say that, well, actually, they might not have all been COVID deaths. So why are you putting the number on TV for?
Someone was telling me that someone they know went to the hospital to have a baby. And so I guess like when they, got done with all that, like I guess like the insurance, whatever, the reason for the hospital stay said COVID, not childbirth.
What?
Yeah. Which is just like, what kind of weird shenanigans are going on
Yeah,
here?
so they have been doing weird stuff like that here.
Oh yeah.
This guy tested positive in March, and like 3 months later, the poor guy got hit by a bus and died. Yeah. They put down his death as a COVID death because at some point during this pandemic, he tested positive. The guy got hit by a bus.
We had our governor in Ohio. He tested positive for the virus one day.
Mm-hmm.
I think like 6 hours later, he took another test, negative.
Yeah.
Took another test, negative. So it's like
yeah, they're really bad.
Yeah, like if within 6 hours the test can change.
Yeah.
How fucked up have these numbers been?
Yeah. And our numbers got reduced by like about 6,000 the other day because they were basically like 6,000 people who they'd put down as a COVID death had tested positive like at least 28 days before they died. So now our deaths they tested positive at least 28 days before they died. But it still doesn't mean that that's what they actually died from. I don't understand.
It's just crazy.
Don't tell me that you don't know if they died from it or if they died from something else. Like, you definitely know.
Mm-hmm.
So, can we just, like, tell us, like, actually how many people have died?
Oh, yeah. Like 3 or 4 years from now, there's going to be some, like, big documentary that comes out. Yeah. It's just going to, like, explain, like, how poorly handled this entire thing was.
So bad.
I cannot wait for that.
I know. Well, there was like some guy did something here the other day and posted it online, and it had like 9 million views or something within like an hour, and it got taken down from everything. Like, you cannot find it now anywhere. And the government and stuff are like, well, you're using information that's like not valid or isn't like a fact. And he was like, actually, every single thing I've spoken about is something that you as the government published.
Oh wow.
And they've literally taken it off of everything. You can't find it anywhere. When you start taking stuff off the internet, there's something fishy going on.
Oh, for sure.
If you have to start hiding things, I think it's a little bit weird.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah.
And what do you think about the vaccine? How are you feeling about that? Because I know a lot of people are against having a vaccine.
So here's my thing. Like, I try to be as like intellectually consistent with my thoughts and principles and stuff like that. Like, I'll take one. I will. I'll do it. If that means we get back to normal faster, I'll do it. Like stick me with the needle. All right. If it lets me, get back to sparring, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But like over here, like the common arguments is like, well, if like Russia comes out with the virus, we don't trust that. Or if China comes out with the vaccine, we don't trust that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I kind of get it. I don't just normally trust those governments. I don't trust our government either, though.
No, I don't trust any of them.
I don't trust any of it. That's awful, but I don't trust any of them.
No.
Like I was talking with my older sister Lauren about this, and she's like, "I don't want to be in the first round."
Yeah. I
want to wait and see. Yeah. I want to see what happens to those people first.
There are people that do not have any vaccines. Like, they have like looked into them and they're fully against them, and like they have their reasons why they don't want to have them. However, with this specific vaccine, there is way more people that have had all the other vaccines and don't do any research about any of the others that are like, I'm not having this one.
Yep.
Well, but why? Well, because it's just too new. Okay, but you've probably had another new one at some point and you don't even know because you haven't done the research and it's not a big deal. Like, my thing is just like, if we have to have it to travel, give me it tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep.
Give me it tomorrow if that means I can go back on holiday again. If I can go to Disney because I have a vaccine, I'll take it.
Disney is probably working on their own vaccine.
See, and them, I would trust more.
It'll come with a subscription of Disney Plus. It'll come with Mulan.
See, that's the one
people
I'll have.
They would, to get into their park, if Disney had their own vaccine, people would be lining up for miles.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What's the worst it can do?
Oh, exactly. Yeah. I probably trust them more than China, I guess.
I'm down to have it if that means I get to travel again, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I think it is going to be like a compulsory to travel type vaccine.
I bet you it is. I think it's what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like, if you want your kids to go to public school, they got to have X vaccine.
Yeah, exactly. One of my friends, like this girl I know who lives in Australia, she was saying that out there they're saying the vaccine will be compulsory if you want to travel internationally or if you claim benefits. I was like,
it's a weird thing to tack on.
It's like, isn't it? I was like, oh my god, imagine if they do that here. That would be interesting.
If I want to get my health care today, I need to get this vaccine. That's an odd choice, I guess.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah. The strangest people to me, though, and there is more than a few of these people, are the people who are like mask shamers, the people who like will go out of their way to shame people who don't wear masks. We've seen these people.
Yeah.
But they're also anti-vaccine.
Yeah, see, that makes no sense to me.
No sense. And like,
that makes no sense to me at all.
I can't, like just to spite those people, I hope they mandate the vaccine. I hope they force us in line to get them. They line us up and stick us all. Because like there have been people who have just been awful to other people.
Yeah.
Calling them monsters and this, and this.
I actually had a go at like an old man in like a small supermarket the other day. I had my mask on. He had his mask on. But here, like, if you're exempt for whatever reason, you can go into the supermarket without wearing a mask. Now, this guy is at the, he's like paying for his food, and he says to the woman at the till, basically the guy in line behind him was like a young guy, probably in his 20s, and he didn't have a mask on. And this old guy is like to the woman, he doesn't have a mask on. And she was just like, okay. And the other woman that worked there, he was, because then the guy's like, you need to tell him to put a mask on. And the woman that worked there was like, well, actually, sir, we're not allowed to enforce it. Like, that isn't our job.
Yep.
Like, we can't tell him to put on a mask. So the guy's just like, whoa, this is stupid. He should have a mask on. And he turns around to the guy. And the guy at this point has not said anything. He turns around to the guy and he's like, why haven't you got a mask on? Have you got asthma or something? And the woman that works there is like, sir, you are also not allowed to enforce him wearing a mask. You're not allowed to ask him why he's not wearing one. Like, you need to just calm down, just pay for your goods and just leave, basically. And then there was another woman in there, like a sort of middle-aged woman who didn't have a mask on. And she was in the aisle that I was in, which was like right near the tills. And this young guy now just turns around to this guy, because this guy is just shouting at him for like no reason in front of everybody. And like the young guy is just like, why are you only shouting at me? She doesn't have a mask on either. And the guy was just like whatever. And he's like, and the woman, the middle-aged woman that didn't have one on, she was just like, to me, she was like, look, I will get my lanyard out if he says something to me that says I don't have to wear one. And I was just like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, just let him Go about, let him do him. Like, just don't even worry. And he just kept going on about it. And by this point, I've literally just pulled my mask down and I was just like, look, if you are that bothered because you're that vulnerable, then don't come to the supermarket. Because you can't be having a go at other people that aren't wearing a mask. You don't know why they're not wearing a mask. It's disrespectful for you to be calling people out in front of everybody else in the supermarket. Like, go about your day. You're wearing one. Like, if you are that worried about it, then don't go out. And he was just like, and just like walked out the shop, because I was like, I'm not going to stand here and watch you start having a go at people. Like, just, if you are that worried, you know that the rule is that not everybody has to wear one.
Yeah.
So if you are like that concerned that some people aren't going to be wearing them, then don't go out.
Get a family member to get your groceries for you.
Yes. Get a family member to order it online to your house.
Yep.
Like, also, the shop assistants aren't wearing one because they've been told that they don't have to wear one because their shifts are too long
They don't have to wear masks?
No.
Oh, wow.
So get this, yeah? This is another thing that bugs me, okay? So we have been told that masks don't protect us, they protect other people.
Yep.
So firstly, you know, you look like a dick if you're not wearing one, okay? Because it looks like you don't care about anyone else. Yep. So it's just causing issues anyway. But I can go into a shop and spend my money in a shop where I am protecting the staff, but the staff are not protecting me.
And they're breathing all over your food, all over your groceries.
I'm like, what the hell? Why don't they have to wear them? Because we're supposed to be protecting each other.
Makes no sense.
So
None of this makes sense.
You, but you don't have to protect me. So why the hell am I wearing one? Yes, I am that kind of person who, if you ain't wearing one, I don't want to wear one either.
Yeah, if I don't have to. So I went into the supermarket the other day. This is last week, and like this time of the year is like really bad for my allergies, and it hits me hard. Well, and the problem is I look like someone with the coronavirus. Like my eyes get red. My nose is it's either like congested and I can't breathe, or it's just like draining, which is awful. And I'm sneezing and coughing like a fucking man. So I had to get some groceries. And so I mask up and I'm just like, all right, I'm not going to cough. I'm not going to sneeze or anything. Well, I'm walking, and at some point I just couldn't help it. And I let out one of the loudest sneezes of my life. And I unfortunately followed it up with 2 coughs. So I'm wearing my mask. I do the elbow. I elbow cover. But I'm just like, and I go, kind of like clear my throat.
Yeah.
There was a lady who was a couple feet in front of me, and she just turns around. And like other people started looking at me too. This lady turns around, gives me the ugliest look I've ever received in my entire life, like staring me down. And then she does that like weird like eye roll and goes, ugh. I heard a visible ugh. No. Like disgust. She was disgusted in me. And I'm like, we are still allowed to sneeze and cough.
Yeah. Because there are other reasons why you do that. Do you know what I would do to those people? I'd be like, look at me like that again, I'm going to cough on you.
Take the mask all the way off. Oh my God, like, I've never felt so judged in my entire life.
Don't look at me like that. Like, it is, people have got crazy. People are crazy now.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, they are.
And do you not find it like when you feel like you need to cough and you try hold it in, you cough way worse than you would have just coughed in the first place?
I try to make it to the car. Then I'll get in the car and be like,
no.
And like, God forbid you sneeze around people now. I
don't even care. If you look at me like that, I'm going to get closer to you and do it again. Because I know I don't have it, so I don't care.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, like, yeah, it was just awful. Yeah, and people have been like that, and it is just
It's
like
not okay for
exposing.
people. Like, it's really gonna cause, like, I think a lot of issues, like between people.
Oh yeah.
So like, the masks are causing issues between public and stuff like coughing and sneezing, like to the point where someone like people are gonna start attacking people, like, because if you like look at me weird, I'm gonna say something to you. If you say something to me, I might punch you.
Yeah.
So
I was like in my head, I was going like, oh, say something, lady. Say something. I dare you. Because I'd go off her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have verbally agreed to that match 100%.
I'm down for that. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man. It has just been the craziest times ever.
Yeah. I just think like you see kind of people's true colors and
Yes, you do. Oh my god, yeah, you do.
How like I'm very like, okay, this is my opinion. You can have your opinion, that's fine. But don't force your opinion on me or judge me as a person based on like my opinion of the coronavirus.
Yes.
Like there's opinions that you can judge people on, like with certain things, by all means. But like something like this, like if you're gonna judge me as a whole on like my opinion for this, then like I really can cut you out of my life. It doesn't bother me.
Oh yeah, no. There's people like I have unfortunately lost respect for people, through this kind of stuff,
too.
And how they've acted and.
Because I'm not okay. Like if like I'll wear my mask. Sometimes I run to the shop and I forget it. Oops. Like I'll cover my face with like my t-shirt because we can do that here or whatever.
We can do that, which is like the dumbest. I see people.
People are literally walking around the
like
shop
bandits. It's just like, if we can do this, then what's the point?
It's all just stupid. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And but don't then like people that I am not cool with right now is like, if you go on your social media and start slagging off people that are doing certain things, like I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
Like I'm a full grown adult. If I want to see one of my friends who's not from my household and hug them, that's my business. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And there's too many people on social media like, how dare people be hugging their friends when, like, I'm sticking to all the rules. Well, do you know what? Like, more for you for sticking to all the rules, because some of them are stupid.
Yeah. That's on you. You have fun doing that yourself.
Innit? Like, but don't be going on there like slagging off people that are doing stuff that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So it's just, you really see what people are like.
Yes, you do. Oh my God. So many people have kind of like revealed their true colors through all this.
It is crazy.
It is. So, this is a good spot to wrap it. Before I go, though, I do want to ask you, and I think there is a right or wrong answer to this question, right? But it may not seem.
Okay.
So, as like a Disney expert, right, what is the best Disney movie? And let's say like classical Disney movie. So like, I wouldn't count Star Wars. I wouldn't count Marvel movies. I probably wouldn't even count like Toy Story because those are Pixar movies. What is the number one, top of the list for Rachel Harrington Disney movie?
For me, Lion King, the original Lion King.
You got it right. That is the right answer. I ask people that. I ask my people all the time, and they'll say stupid stuff like Pocahontas, Mulan. Little Mermaid. It's like, no, it's the Lion King. No. Mufasa's the greatest father character ever.
Oh God, that film just makes me cry every time I watch it.
It's so good. It's like I am glad that like my niece, even though she wants to watch it like 7 times in a row, at least she's picking a good one.
Yes, it could be way worse.
It could be way worse. Yeah, if she wanted to watch
like
Beauty and the Beast.
Pinocchio or Snow White.
Ugh.
Or
Okay, see, I knew you had good taste. I knew it. That's
yeah,
why you are the Disney queen. All right, well, Rachel, I really appreciate your time to hang out with me and talk with me. That was a lot of fun.
Yay.
I can't wait till I can get back out there to see you guys.
I know, me too.
Hopefully next year. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, if it's not next year, we're doing something about it.
Oh, yeah,
we'll find a way.
100%. Yeah, even if we have to if I have to smuggle myself out of the country, I'll find some way to get over there.
Yes.
I miss seeing you guys in person.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
Oh, not a problem. All right, so thank you guys for listening to the podcast. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Perfect.